Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee from the Skill Builder channel, and I reckon a lot of people have been waking up to this scenario this morning after Storm Eunice swept through yesterday and took down loads of people's fences, took off roofs, took off all kinds of things, flattened my greenhouse, would you believe it? It's only been there 2 years, but it didn't touch my fence. My fence is 38 years old and it stood up to the winds, and the reason it stood up to the winds is because, I'm going to boast, I built it properly in the first place. We used really good concrete posts, nice thick bit of concrete at the bottom, and we used good quality panels. Now, I'm only saying this not to boast actually, but to tell you that if you're waking up to this and you think you feel a bit exposed, all your panels are down and you're wondering what to do about it, you go rushing off to the merchants, and if they've got any fence panels left, you grab some of those and you bring them back home and you whack them up, and then another storm comes along and you're back to square one. You're just wasting your money. Those thin, flimsy, cheap panels, interwoven panels, are really not up to the job. If we're going to be getting more of these storms, and it looks like we are at the moment, seems like we're in a bit of a cycle here where we're going to get more storms, what you've got to do is you've got to put up storm-proof structures. You've got to start looking at fences that are going to take 100-mile-an-hour winds and all that kind of thing. So what I would say first of all is concrete posts are the thing, and if you don't like the look of concrete posts, then fine, use a concrete spur and then go with a wooden post after that. But really, if you're going to be using a wooden post and it's going to go in the ground, it's going to rot. At some point it's going to rot, and it's going to rot at that point where it just leaves the ground. The bit inside the ground that's always wet, that's not too bad, and the other bit that's mostly dry is okay, but that bit where it's kind of wet and dry, it rots very, very quickly. You see it in sea piers and you see it in all kinds of structures. It's just at that margin that you get the problems. Now this fence is really good because it lets the air through, but you can't actually see through it. And that means it's a lot less likely to blow down in the wind. It's alternate slats, both sides. Really nice job. So this is a really great fence. It's got alternate laps in it, so there's air gaps all the way through to stop the wind blowing it down, and when you look at it, you've still got total privacy there, and it's really robust, really looks nice. The whole thing is a classy looking job. Invest in a good fencing system, and that way you'll be sure that you've got a fence to last. So it's going to cost you a bit more money, but in the end it's going to cost you less money than if you go and just put up another load of rubbish and just wait for that to blow down. Apart from anything else, I mean, apart from the 38 years of good service that I've had out of my fence, it saved me a lot of time in labour, because it's not just the materials, it's all the time you're spent out there digging holes and lining up posts and praying. That's the other thing that takes up a lot of time. Anyway, I'm Roger Bisbee. I hope you found that useful. Come back and see us soon. We'll be having more tips, and we might even get round to doing a bit of fencing.